Hi, I'm Mark with FloLight. Today we're at NAB 2016 and we're going to go through the FloLights that we have here at the show. The first one we'd like to show you is the BladeLight. The BladeLight, unlike traditional panel lights, uses a linear array of LEDs in a single strip. What that allows you to do is things that panel lights can't do. For instance, a panel light will give you a nice wide image, but that's all it will ever do. The BladeLight, unlike a panel light, will allow you to cut the light as sharply as you want to. So if you want to cut the light off something and channel where the light's going to go, the BladeLight will allow you to do that with no multiple shadows like you would see on a panel light. The other thing about the BladeLight is that it has a lens system, and this lens goes in these channels over the LEDs, and that will allow you to focus the light more tightly. Just like with the Fresnel, when you focus the light, you also get a stronger light, which is going to throw farther. So the multiple channels allows you to have 120 degrees, which would be the native LED beam angle, 60 degrees in the middle slot, and then 20 degrees in the furthest slot. So it gives you a lot of push and throw to the light that you wouldn't get with a traditional panel light. The BladeLight also has channels that are built into the extrusion, and these channels will allow you to put in diffusion filters, color correction, whatever kind of filtration that you need for your particular application, and there's two separate channels in there to put that diffusion or color correction gel in there. The BladeLight is available in 18 and 36 inch models. This is the 18-inch, and they also have a unique tongue and groove system here that will allow you to stack these either vertically, or you can stack these end to end. So you can take a couple of small 18-inch ones that go in your bag, clip them together and get a nice wide 36-inch. The advantage of the 36-inch BladeLight is that once you have a 36-inch wide light, you get that nice wide wraparound look of a softbox. And as you rotate the light towards the vertical, you're going to start building up more shadows until you get a nice Rembrandt look. So out of one single light, you can go from a nice wide wraparound look to a really nicely modeled Rembrandt look. This is the 18-inch BladeLight that we just showed you, and then we have the larger 36-inch BladeLight. Now the BladeLights are available in daylight, tungsten, bicolor, and green. The green can be used to set a really nice green screen with a nice even fill with very saturated green light. The bicolor, of course, that you're familiar with, allows you to warm up or cool down the light depending on what you want to have. So you have full control from 32 to 5600K. Now moving on to the next light is going to be our new light called the Cube Light. The Cube Light is a very small, lightweight Fresnel light that has a very tight beam pattern. So we can go through and we can tighten it up to a very small circle, and then we can also get a nice, very wide view on the image too. So you have a real wide range between a tight spot and a wide flood in the one light. The Cube Light has a 30-watt LED inside. It has fittings here for barn doors, and it will also have a dimmer system inside of the light that will accept Bluetooth and Wi-Fi dimming. So you'll be able to dim the light remotely via an app on an iPhone or Android device. And these will be available in kits. They're very lightweight, so you can get 3 of these in a very small bag, which lightweight stands to have a perfect 3-light kit for you. Here we have the Cyclite, which is another great green screen light, and it uses this unique lens assembly that you see here that shines 3 high-intensity 40-watt green LEDs into this custom designed light wave that will give you a perfectly lit green screen 6 feet wide by 8 feet tall from the bottom to the top. And it does this by channeling the light for different intensities. So for instance, when the light comes into the top, it's going to put the brightest light furthest up at the top, which would be the furthest away, and then progressively less light as you go closer down to the floor, and then finally drops down to the very bottom. And that will ensure that you have a perfectly even luminosity from the bottom of the green screen all the way up to the top. And it also is an excellent light to use in very tight spaces. You can put this within about a foot to 18 inches from the back wall and be able to have a perfectly lit green screen in very, very tight, confined places. We have a full range of panel lights from 128 LEDs up to 2048. And we're going to start with the two camera lights, which would be the MicroBeam 128, which refers to the number of LEDs on there. The MicroBeam 128 can be run off of your standard either Panasonic or Sony lithium-ion camcorder batteries. And it's very lightweight, but very sturdy. It's made out of solid metal, so it's very strong. They can also be used stacked together, top to bottom. They also have a filter channel that allows you to slide in either diffusion or color correction filters. They can either be powered by the battery, or they can be powered by a D-tap off of your camera battery or by an external AC supply. The next one we have is a little bit larger version of that called the MicroBeam 256, which is at 256 LEDs. Same thing, we've got the either Panasonic or Sony batteries on the back. Full dimming. You'll notice that we have either daylight or tungsten available in both of these. The next one we have up is called the MicroBeam 512, which has 512 LEDs. The MicroBeam 512 can also be available in DMX versions. Can also be available with your choice of V-mount or Anton Bauer battery mounts. Once again, all metal construction, very sturdy. And unlike a lot of other lights, this has 512 elements in the size of what a lot of the lights are in the 1x1 area. So it has double density LEDs, so it's much brighter for its size than most lights in its class. And it's available with full barn doors and also gel holder filters as well as soft boxes to put on the outside. The next one up is a MicroBeam 1024, which has 1,024 LEDs. Same thing, we have a battery option. Here we have the V-mount battery on the back. You can also choose Anton Bauer if you'd like. Same thing, you can also get this with DMX. We also have bicolor lights. This is the bicolor 2048, and it allows you to change between daylight and tungsten, so you can dial in whatever color temperature that you'd like. So there you have it, the MicroBeam 128 for cameras, 256 camera light, and then the location and stand mounted lights, the 512, 1024, and 2048. We also have a full range of fluorescent lights. We'll start with our economical HM110. It's extremely lightweight, weighs just a couple of pounds, easy to clamp on holes. You can actually even gaffer tape it on a wall, it's so lightweight. So it's a nice lightweight 2 biax lamp fluorescent. These come in a kit of 3 of these with 3 stands at a very affordable price. We also have our AW series, which are wirelessly dimmable. You can dim them either by the rotary knob on the light, or there's a wireless transmitter that allows you to wirelessly control the dimming of each of these lights. And they come in either the 2 biax, 4 biax, and 6 biax versions, which would be the 110, 220, and 330. All of these can be controlled separately by one remote control.